Hello YouTubers, this is still Sexy Butch, still coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I want to do this video about gay Christians. Maggie and I consider ourselves to be Christians, and by that I mean we try to follow what Christ taught. We don't belong to any particular church. We've gone to a few different churches, including MCC, but we don't feel any of the churches we've been to, we just don't feel like we really want to join a particular church at this point. I think it's just that we don't want to make the commitment to one particular church or another. We want to be free to, I don't know, just practice our faith without having to belong to a certain group of people. You know, one of the things I want to address in this video is people practicing their faith as opposed to living their faith. What I mean is people practicing a religion as opposed to living a faith, and I think there is a difference. People who go to a specific church can practice their religion, but to me, if you're living your faith, you don't necessarily have to belong to a particular religion or a particular church. You can just live your faith. And I remember my older brother David said to me one time, "The way I live my life is my religion." And I think that's a good way to look at it, because you know, you can spout off chapter and verse from end to end of the Christian Bible or any other religious book, and you know it upside down and inside out and word for word, but being able to quote chapter and verse has nothing to do with practicing your faith, you know, with living your faith. And Maggie and I, we live our faith. We know what Jesus taught. And not only did Jesus teach it, Buddha taught it, and I think even Muhammad taught it. You know, a lot of good spiritual leaders, spiritual icons have taught that same thing. You know, love one another, help one another, be kind to one another. And that's the basis of all true religion, is teaching everybody to love each other the way God loves us, unconditionally, totally and unconditionally. And I see so very few people doing that. A lot of people prefer to, you know, to judge other people and to put their religion above other people's religions and say, well, we have the truth, you know, your religion is lies. That's not right. That's not right at all. That's not what Jesus taught. That's not what Buddha taught. That's not what any of the religious icons ever taught, or the spiritual icons, I should say. But we do live our faith, in that we do try to do what Jesus taught. So in that way we are Christian. And I don't feel like we have to defend ourselves, you know, that we have to defend being gay and Christian. You know, it just so happens that we're gay, and I don't feel that that was a choice. I think we were born that way. Now, being a Christian is a choice. Being spiritual is a choice. I think there's a lot of spiritual people out there who don't belong to a church, who who live their lives as spiritually as Jesus did, or Buddha, or Muhammad, or any of those people. So anyway, I guess my message is, don't be hating on anybody else's religion or anybody else's spiritual beliefs, because all spiritual paths lead to God. All spiritual paths lead to God. And the people that bastardize their spiritual beliefs, the fanatics, don't let that scare you away from the basic principles that all truly good religions teach. You know, that Christ taught, that Buddha taught, that Muhammad taught, you know. And that truth is to love one another and to love God. And that's it, you know. So that's really all I had to say on the subject. And before I end this video, I just want to point out my mustache again. I'm wearing a mustache again today. I was using the eyelash stuff before to make my mustache. I went out and bought an eyebrow pencil. So this mustache is made with an eyebrow pencil. I think it looks neater and better than the other one. I think the other one was kind of a little too Groucho Marx. A little too Groucho Marx for me. This is a lot easier to work with, and I can draw it on there, and it's a lot easier to do. So anyway, tell me what you think of this stash as compared to the other stash. And till next time, this is Still Sexy Bush saying peace and love to you all, and I hope you're having a good day and that the weather's nice where you are. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.